This guy.
So much muscle. Look at him. Garrett throwing down the powerful one-handed jam. Pretty wonderful stuff.
Not fair.
Kevin Wiles, what else you got for us?
Hey, you're on the court, less ball.
Can I just tell you something? It's celebrity all. You can't have professional athletes going up against Quavo.
That's my take.
It's unfair.
That is I couldn't agree more.
And I like Quavo. Or Jack Harlow's. Okay, moving on to the wonderful. We'll start at the beginning here. LeBron enters the arena with a satchel of Lobos. You know, when Nick brings a satchel of Lobos on the show, we get an FCC violation, but when LeBron does it, it's savvy product placement. Doesn't seem fair. Moving on to the weird Saturday night dunk contest. Cole Anthony of the sneaky good Orlando Magic steals All-Star weekend as he dunks with Tim's on. To give this one a strong 49, was this a great dunk contest?
49?
No, the whole thing should be blown up, and it should be more like ice skating and gymnastics. Put a series of dunks together, set them to music. You have a big range, open canvas for creativity. Moving on to the wonderful Dusty's Boilermakers. Looking for a revenge game after Rutgers knocked them out. Jaden Ivey. Ooh. You know why he's going to be a star? Knows where the camera is. Gives the camera a nice glare. Ivy ends the game with 25. Purdue gunning for that #1 spot, Dusty. Ooh. Moving on to the weird, courtesy of PSC Highlights. Sneaky good YouTube follow. North Carolina A&T and Campbell. Campbell down 2. Ricky Clemens gets fouled and hits the shot. But get this. He hits the shot after the buzzer. But it still counts because you get the continuation. So it's basically a buzzer beater, but you didn't beat the buzzer. Misses the free throw, which doesn't matter because the game's over. Campbell fighting Campbell's win and move to 15-10. Moving on to the wonderful celeb game. Oh, you smell me? That's LV. Jack Harlow releases a new song and the 4-pointer. It's like, look, I'm a celebrity. I don't play for the Browns. Bring this 4-pointer to the All-Star game so LeBron can miss some of them. And finally, the weird halftime. Celtics legends Paul Pierce and KG ignore Ray Allen. Hate to say it, love the team. It's been 14 years, guys. Life's too short. Time to move on.
Right.
And that's a weird and wonderful from the national pastime. Little Celtics bashing there, but this is ridiculous. Come on.
Looked like Paul ignored the buffet. My God.
I was going to say.
Hey.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Hey.
Let's run, Nick. Run the fast break. Stay in Cleveland All-Star game last night. Notably absent from the fourth quarter action, the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic. 10 points, 9 boards in 21 minutes for Team LeBron, but sat in favor of Jared Allen in crunch time. Team LeBron comes out on top. But, Nick, what does the fourth quarter benching say about your guy Jokic?
Broussard, when am I getting my apology? Now or later? And you're going to have to deliver it, but it's going to be on behalf of a lot of people. Because, okay, I have been called so many. I've been called a troglodyte. I've been called jingoistic, like I have some bias against Jokic's native land. I've been called someone that can't appreciate basketball if it's not in a big market, if it's not Steph or LeBron. I've been called all these things because I've said some very clear and obvious truths about Nikola Jokic. He's a very good player. He also won one of the weakest MVPs we've ever seen in a year when LeBron was going to win it, but then he got hurt. And then KD could win it, but he got hurt. And then Harden could win it, but he got hurt. And then Embiid was going to win, and then he got hurt. And they're like, okay, Jokic wins it. I attacked for that. And then this year, I've been being told by allegedly smart basketball people, including one that used to run a team. Oh, my God. Jokic maybe would go #1 in an expansion draft over Giannis. And then there's an all-star draft with LeBron and Durant, who obviously would take themselves 1 and 2. And then of the remaining guys, he goes 7th, which really means 9th. And then there's an all-star game. And people want to win, and they care about the ending. And Jokic doesn't start the fourth quarter. But then he'll come in when there's a substitution. No, Giannis comes in. Okay, wait, there's another substitution. No, DeMar DeRozan comes in. Well, the other team was playing small. No. The other team was playing Joel Embiid the whole fourth quarter. And your team, Monty Williams, coach of the year, goes centerless rather than play Jokic. And I'm the hater. Monty Williams, smart basketball guy, was like, what gives us our best chance to win? Jokic, sit your ass down. Sit down, you're not going to play. Sorry, buddy. We'd rather have no center on the court rather than watch Embiid cook you the way he had been the whole game. So I don't want to hear ever again that I have to talk about this guy like he's the best player in the league. Is he a top 10 player? Yes. Do I respect this game? Absolutely. Has he evolved? Sure. But what more evidence do you need? Like, Broussard, am I missing something about why Jokic wasn't out there?
Yeah, you are.
Monty Williams forget about him? Okay, what am I missing?
It was an all-star. It was an all-star game, Nick. It's not that big of a deal. That's what you're missing. All right? I mean, look, Ja Morant didn't play in the fourth quarter. Are we now to say Ja Morant isn't really all that? I mean, he might win the MVP. Oh, but you didn't even let that enter your mind with Jokic. Maybe that was a mistake, too. I mean, it wasn't a mistake. Come on. Ja Morant didn't play. All right, so maybe they should have played him. I think that's what you're saying. But the bottom line is it's an all-star game. At that point, they're trying to win, and they're trying to fit together the best pieces. Jokic, the one thing he's not good at, we know, is defense. So if I'm trying to get that win, I've got enough offensive firepower on the floor. Steph is lighting it up. I got shooting all over the place. I don't need a guy out there that's not going to be a good defender. And so, look, and I'm not some of the points you made I agree with. Giannis is much better. Yeah, Jared Allen's a great defender. And I don't need a guy that's going to be taking shots. So Jared Allen was perfect. So, no, I have no issues with this. It's not a slight on Jokic. Everybody in the league respects his game. The dude is bad. Not the best player in the league,
definitely a slight.
But he's an awesome player and a deserved MVP. How's it a slight? Like I said, is it a slight to Ja? Was it a slight to Ja?
Yes. Yeah, but Ja's not the MVP. Ja should have played more. The guy had his missed dunk was better than the dunk contest. Ja should have played more. Nick, the only thing I'll give Broussard a little bit of credit here. Don't you think it was a Jared Allen like Cleveland thing too? It's like, hey, it's Jared Allen, everybody. Aren't you happy to see Jared Allen? Or are you guys still just enamored by Michael Jordan? We'll give you.
And he's a better defender.
Jared Allen.
He's a better defender.
He's a good defender.
No.
You blocked.
Hold on. No, it was not because Darius Garland. If it was a Cleveland thing, you start Garland and Allen for the fourth quarter. And my apologies, I said they didn't play a center. They did play a center. They played Jared Allen. And then when Garland comes out, you take Jared Allen out because you're trying to win. Monty Williams, and I think Broussard is agreeing with me, looked at the lineup and said, what gives me my best chance to win? Jokic on the bench. He's the defending league MVP. And again, I know it's going to be hard to believe this, I'm not anti-Jokic. I'm anti the Jokic hysteria that I don't think anyone actually believes. This idea that, you know what? He might be the best player in the league. You know what? He should win back-to-back MVPs. You know what? There's a long history of guys who are in discussion for the best player in the league. But of course, you expect him to make a conference finals? No, not with that roster. No, you can't do that. Meanwhile, Luka, who people are saying is having a bad year, has at least the same, if not a slightly inferior supporting cast, and his team's better. It just